Hey everybody. So the next topic that I'm going to speak with you about is establishing and keeping commitments. This is most useful both in your career. Once you establish commitments and keep those commitments, that will help to establish your credibility. It'll also help you in the relationship area. As you're able to establish and keep commitments with those around you, your relationships will also become much stronger as a result of that. So I'm going to give you a very specific formula to apply in establishing your commitments, and that's in this form of X by Y. So I'll be referring to this throughout this talk. So X by Y, the X refers to the very specific task, and Y refers to the due date for that task. So it's in the form of X by Y. The formal sentence that you would use is, I will do X by time frame Y. So this is very important that your commitments have this form, because if you don't have either an X, which is the task itself, or the due date, then that really is not a commitment. For example, if you were to say, I'm going to do this task, and you don't give a time frame, then the person that you're speaking with is left to wonder, when are they going to get it done? Are they going to get it done? Or if you're very vague about your task, then it's very vague on what you're actually committing to. Your X, your task, needs to be very explicit, and your Y, your due date, also has to be very definite. So let me give you an example. If I say, I plan on exercising, is that a commitment? No, it really isn't, right? That's an intent. I plan to exercise, but now let's take it a different way, which is really a commitment. And it would say, I will walk 10 miles by Sunday. Is that a commitment? Yes, it is. It's stated in the form of a commitment. What am I going to do? I'm going to walk 10 miles. Is that measurable? Absolutely. I'm not going to walk 8 miles. I'm going to walk 10 miles. I'm going to do that by Sunday. So that's in a very explicit form. I will walk 10 miles by Sunday. I will do X by Y. So here's the other thing that's also important, is that once you've set that commitment, you actually document it. You can do it formally or informally. You can tell the person that you're committing to, yes, remember when I said I will walk 10 miles by Sunday? I'm planning on doing that. The other part that's important is to celebrate your success. So for example, let's say the first day you walk 2 miles. You can then text that person that you committed to, and you can say, look, I did it. I've walked 2 miles and it's already day 1. So now tomorrow I'm going to walk 2 more miles, right? And we're going to keep doing that until we get to Sunday. And now I've walked 10 miles. Cool, right? You can go celebrate and also tell the person that you committed to, I kept my commitment. Just as I said to you, I said I would walk 10 miles by Sunday. I've kept to my commitment and I've done it. That really raises your credibility, and it really feels good to not only make a commitment, but especially to keep a commitment. I want to mention another thing, which is really critical in this. I use the term will rather than can. So often we will say some things like, can you exercise more? And anybody can say yes, but the question is, will you? And commitments are formed in that term of will. So let me give you another example, right? If someone were to come to me and say, Jim, can you climb Mount Everest? My response would be yes. Yes, I can climb Mount Everest. I'm still young enough, I think. I have the financial wherewithal to do that. I can hire the Sherpas to help me to carry my equipment halfway up, and then I can walk the rest of the way with oxygen and all that. So yes, I can climb Mount Everest. And then if someone were to say, Jim, will you climb Mount Everest? My response would be absolutely not. No way. I'd rather use my money in a more important way, helping my friends and family, or donate that money. I'm not going to risk my life when I have kids and a family that I support. That's not really within my priorities to do something like that. So I will not climb Mount Everest. And by the way, when I say that, that's also a commitment. So the commitment can be a will, I will climb Mount Everest, or it could be, I will not climb Mount Everest. That's a commitment. You have my word, I will not climb Mount Everest. So saying the negative can also be a commitment. Here's the other thing, is that commitments really have to be personal. When a group of people commit, or when you have 2 people that have co-ownership for a commitment, in many ways that can be a non-commitment as well. The commitments are really in the form of, I will do X by Y, rather than, yeah, we should, or we can, or we will do X by Y. It really has to be that explicit, where you have very clear ownership of that commitment. Again, I hope that you can apply this. I will ask you, will you please make the commitment to apply this within the next week? And hopefully in your mind, you're making that commitment back to me that you will apply this whole X by Y commitment approach. I hope that you will find this to be very helpful in your career, that you establish your credibility by making commitments and keeping commitments in this form of X by Y. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.